If you're passionate about gardening and want to succeed in Zone 9, you're in the right place. I've been gardening here for years, and let me tell you, it's an experience fulfilling, but not without its challenges. Today, I'll share the tips for successful gardening in Zone 9. We'll discuss everything from choosing the right plants to managing soil, watering, and pest control. By the end, you'll feel ready to grow like a pro. Let's begin. First, what makes Zone 9 unique? Well, Zone 9 is part of the USDA Hardiness Zone map. Here, winter temperatures range from 20°F to 30°F. Sounds mild, right? That's the advantage. But with those mild winters come long, hot summers that can really push your patience and your plants to their limits. One thing to keep in mind, Zone 9's long growing season is a gift, but the intense heat and occasional dry spells mean you have to plan wisely. The better you adapt to these conditions, the more rewarding your garden will be. Now that we know Zone 9's climate, let's move to the fun part, selecting the right plants. It's super important to pick ones that match the season and do well in your area. For summer, choose heat-tolerant plants. Think about tomatoes, peppers, eggplants, and herbs like basil and oregano. These are perfect because they thrive in the warmth and can handle dry periods. When winter comes, it's time for cool weather crops to shine. This is when veggies like kale, broccoli, carrots, and radishes do well. The cooler temperatures make it easier to grow these, and they'll reward you with fresh produce even during the colder months. Here's a tip that can make a big difference. Spend some time learning about your garden's microclimates. Maybe one corner of your yard stays shady for most of the day, while another spot holds moisture longer after rain. Use that information to your advantage. Group plants with similar needs in the right spots, shade lovers in shady areas, and sun seekers where they'll get the most light. And don't forget to plan for spacing. Crowding plants together can cause diseases and hinder their growth. Ensure they have plenty of room to grow and thrive. Additionally, companion planting works wonders. For instance, pairing marigolds with tomatoes can naturally keep pests at bay. It's like having a natural shield for your garden. With thoughtful planning and the right selections, your Zone 9 garden can flourish beautifully throughout the year. Rich soil is the backbone of every successful garden, especially in Zone 9. Begin by improving your soil with organic materials. Compost, aged manure, and leaf mulch are excellent options. They'll enhance nutrition, structure, and water flow. On the topic of water flow, it's crucial here. Zone 9 often deals with heavy rains, and poor drainage can cause root issues. If your soil tends to be clay-heavy, try incorporating sand or using raised beds. Feeding your plants is key. Apply fertilizers during active growth periods. However, don't overdo it. Excess fertilizer can damage roots and harm your plants. Watering is essential for your Zone 9 garden. It can make a significant difference. The first step is understanding how your soil holds water. Is it sandy? If so, water will pass through quickly, meaning you'll need to water more frequently. On the other hand, if your soil is clay-based, it will retain water longer, so you'll need to water less often. The goal is to adjust your watering schedule to fit your soil type. Here's a helpful tip: water deeply. Don't just sprinkle water on the surface. Make sure the soil gets thoroughly soaked so roots grow deeper. This strengthens plants against droughts. And timing matters. Watering early in the morning or late in the evening is best. Why? Because watering during the day leads to quick evaporation. Now, let's discuss mulch. It's a must-have in Zone 9. Spread a generous layer over your garden beds. It retains moisture, keeps the soil cool, and reduces weed growth. It's truly indispensable when summer heat sets in. Lastly, let's tackle pests. Zone 9 has its challenges: aphids, whiteflies, spider mites, you name it. Plus, the heat and humidity bring fungal problems like powdery mildew and root rot. Prevention is key. Rotate your crops every year so soil-related diseases don't get a chance to take hold. Keep your garden clean by removing dead leaves and debris. These are like small hideouts for pests. If pests appear, stay calm. There are natural solutions like neem oil or insecticidal soap that can tackle most issues. For fungal diseases, good airflow around your plants can make a big difference. Just ensure they're not planted too closely together. Now, let's move to the most exciting part: harvest time. After all your effort, this is the moment it all comes together. Timing is crucial. For example, pick tomatoes when they're fully ripe to enjoy their sweet, rich flavor. And for leafy greens, keep removing the outer leaves as they grow. This promotes new growth and keeps the plant thriving. When harvesting, use clean, sharp tools. Blunt or dirty tools can harm your plants or spread diseases, which no gardener wants. Handle your produce with care. No one likes bruised tomatoes or torn lettuce leaves. And here's the best part: enjoy your efforts. Whether you're tossing a fresh salad or making a batch of pickles, nothing beats the satisfaction of eating food you've grown yourself. It's the ultimate payoff for all your hard work in the garden. Gardening isn't just about plants, it's about growth. And not just in your garden. Every time you plant a seed, you're planting hope. You're saying, "I trust in the future." It's an exercise in patience, belief, and even a way to build inner strength. And every single mistake you make in the garden, it's not a failure, it's a learning experience. It's life teaching you to adjust and improve. Let me share something personal with you. When I started gardening in Zone 9, I was thrilled to grow my own vegetables. I bought a beautiful tomato plant and gave it the royal treatment, overwatering every day. What happened? I ruined it. It was disheartening. I remember staring at those wilting leaves and feeling like I'd let myself down. But here's the thing: gardening is forgiving. That tomato plant taught me an essential lesson: be observant. It showed me the value of understanding my plants, learning what they need instead of assuming I knew best. Now, years later, my garden is flourishing. My tomatoes? They're the juiciest, most vibrant ones around, and my neighbors always ask for my secret. Here's what I've learned about gardening successfully in Zone 9, and I hope it helps you know your environment. Zone 9 can get quite warm, so selecting plants suited to the climate is crucial. Choose suitable plants. Not all plants will flourish here, so pick varieties that thrive in heat and can handle the specific conditions of this zone. Improve your soil. Think of it as laying a strong foundation for your plants. Adding compost and organic material makes a significant difference. Water wisely. Avoid overwatering like I used to. Deep, less frequent watering works much better. Keep an eye on pests. Stay proactive by maintaining a clean garden and regularly inspecting your plants. These are more than just tips, they're the essentials that can determine the success of your gardening experience. Once you get the hang of it, there's nothing more satisfying than stepping into your garden and seeing healthy, thriving plants that reflect the care you've put into them. If you found any of this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. It truly helps me continue creating videos like this. And if you're not subscribed yet, now's the perfect time. I have plenty more advice to share, from advanced gardening techniques to simple methods for keeping your plants healthy and happy. Have questions about gardening in Zone 9? Or maybe you have your own gardening story to share, perhaps a plant you struggled with or a trick that turned your garden around. Share it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you and answer your questions. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy gardening. Remember, every plant you grow is a small act of hope and a meaningful expression of care.